Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We've been kind of rolling on some weirdo runs, hoping for a little bit more conventionality here. Is that a real word? I love it so far. 0.98 speed, 8 rate of fire, 3.90 damage. Very good. 9 SW, 9 P646. I like that. The first line is like bookended by 9s, and then the bottom one sounds like a gun I can't afford in Counter-Strike. That's the perfect seed, and the miter's great as well. This room, not so great. The Brownian motion has brought you into my purview, and I am unhappy with this Revelation 2012. The jar is the only thing that's not so good about this run. Even like, if you want to be really pedantic, you might be like, NL, speed's a little on the low side. Not really. I don't even know what the trinket was. 0.98 speed, I mean, here's the thing. In the end, it's all about how picky you want to be. You know, you got to choose your battles. If I had 1 speed, I wouldn't be complaining. So I'm really not going to concern myself with the banal minutia of a 0.2 speed differential. Per throw. We'll take that instead of Ace of Clubs. We already have a bomb. A bomb is all you really needed to get started. All we need to do is find a tinted rock, put our lips together, and blow. I don't know if that's how that works. I don't even know what that... It's from a movie. I'm pretty confident. It's like, you know how to whistle. All you have to do is put your lips together and blow. And I don't think it's an adult movie. I think it's a movie for adults because of its tone and themes, not because of any overt sort of, you know, genital-based action. If you know what I mean. These battery charges, I gotta admit, they're tilting me. You know what would untilt me? Headless Horseman. Get the pony. Have the ability to fly. I'm starting to become increasingly thinking it's unlikely that we're gonna get the pony, because this appears to be Monstro. It does not appear to be a headless man riding a horse. My eyes might deceive me. I've been known people spam the lion blind emote. They go lion blind, like they're pulling a Street Fighter move. That being said, I don't think I'm so blind as to confuse a large, bulbous, amorphous mass from being a clearly delineated man on a toy horse with no head to speak of. But let's see if my eyes do deceive me. Absolutely not. I regret the pair throw. I do. Although it did give us a judgment, and we might be able to... I mean, if we find an arcade... The early floors in Isaac, it's really when I like the game the most. I like it more as well... Oh, that's a perfect per throw opportunity. I like it, you know, when the fruits of your labor come to fruition, and you're able to... That's exactly what we were looking for. You're able to, like, really put everything that you've earned on a run together and just steamroll it at the end. This is like... I don't know if we should be doing this. Never mind, we're geniuses. But I like, in the early game, it's all about, like, getting the biggest advantages you can get from relatively meager sources. You know, we get a judgment card. The judgment combined with an arcade is all of a sudden presented us with an HP plus speed upgrade and a high percentage chance for getting some kind of deal with the devil item right here. There we go. It's the virus. It's a speed downgrade, but because we got the speed upgrade earlier, it compensates for that, and now we got a Wheel of Fortune alongside of that. This also allows us to go into this room. Who knows? You know, the world's our oyster on this room, hopefully. Right now, it's just a whole heck of a lot of money, but who knows what that money entails? You know, the early floors are really where the game shines bright like a diamond. I think, at least. Now, I want this card. And I want pictures of Spider-Man on my desk. Immediately, please. At this point, I probably should not use a key to open this last golden chest, but there's just something wrong with my brain, and it's like, you know, we have to. We got a Spirit Art, which is maybe our best payout, but we really need a key. In my brain, it was like, well, you can't just open 3 out of 4, because what if the third one, or the fourth one, has Guppy's head in it or something like that? You're going to feel like a big old dummy. I don't feel like a big old dummy anymore. I feel like a reasonably intelligent man indulging in a little bit of video game action before he goes out for a nice seafood dinner with his wife of 4 years. That's right. going to a reasonably priced seafood restaurant. I may even have an alcoholic beverage as well. That's the kind of tax bracket I'm in right now. Once every 10 Tuesdays. That's a Monday. Wow, the whole thing's collapsed. Once every 10 Mondays. It's the sort of thing we can fit into our busy schedules. In between filming Meowbox unboxing videos for YouTube. And, I don't know, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 Isaac episodes on the regular. Alright, we gotta find a way to get into the item room. I guarantee secret room access. I love saying I guarantee and then waiting for the resolution. Because we could be saying I guarantee it's not the secret room and we'd still be right. Just a little social engineering tip for you from the world's worst social engineer. Hey, we even got another bomb back. Okay, so there's item room access. Gotta love it. Well worth the time and resource investment. Holy water. As I've gone on record, holy water, better item than Polyphemus. I remember... You know what's weird about having recorded so many Isaac episodes? I have secondary memories, like, of myself that I've used to construct my identity to some extent. Not in like a weird, you know, Guy Pearce Memento sort of way, but I don't remember ever saying at all that holy water is better than Polyphemus. But I know that I said it because many, 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 many people, well, I mean, there's audio quotes of it, of me saying it. But in my head, I don't remember it at all. That's what happens when we record 4,000 episodes of the same game. It's like watercolors into the friggin' ocean. We're gonna grab the card, and I'm glad we did. It was well worth it. We're not going to grab... You know what? 20 cents. I'm gonna shoot for the combo. I like it. It's actually, without being facetious, one of the very few times I may actually be able to tactically unleash an I'm drowsy pill. Now, I would love to get PhD, obviously. If we can get PhD, we got an incredible setup here. That hurts. I'm going to use another bomb. I guess if we're going to take damage, we might as well have just walked into them. But, hey, never mind. We are loving life. You know what? Let's try it again. Sounds good to me. That worked out perfectly. And you know what? Even though our luck's not great, this is a good opportunity to take Gimpy. Rarely do I ever take PhD, or sorry, placebo and try to make it work. It's definitely like a once every few months sort of spacebar item. And most of the time it's by, you know, convenience rather than by desire. But not this time. This time I really think, you know, it helps that our spacebar item was the jar, which heavy lid or no is not a particularly strong item, especially when you got a ton of HP and a ton of HP protecting it. But this is fine for right now. I can't believe we got... it's not really lucky. And yeah, I'll take Shoop the Whoop if we get it. But I can't believe we got so fortunate with our virus plays to get a lot of payouts. I'm going to try the same thing here. Just because I think if we play our cards right... It's already like paid for itself, at least. Might as well do it again. Yeah, okay, so we shouldn't do this on the regular. I'm so sorry, placebo, but shoop the whoop, dude. Shoop. And then following the shoop, there's a the whoop. We still have an I'm drowsy pill we can unleash tactically at our leisure. There have been some little rumblings in the tumblings. They've been saying, hey, NL, you should do Void at some point. You know, you gotta challenge yourself on these streaks. I agree. That's what basically the last two runs were front to back. But I will fight Hush on occasion. I will fight Mega Satan when it makes sense. Void, you gotta twist my friggin' arm. Hush is bad enough, dude. And you may say you're being rude to Hush. He's best girl. Nah. The thing is, I've fought Hush. I don't want to say, like, again, I don't watch every other Isaac content creator on YouTube and Twitch TV and Mixer and Facebook games and, you know, MLG TV, etc. and etc. But I may have fought Hush almost as much or maybe more than anybody else on this whole friggin' planet. Because most people that play this game are smarter than me and don't willfully punish themselves for the amusement of strangers and go, I don't want to fight Hush and he could kill me, but I'm going to do it anyway because of reasons, you know? It's really only your boy that's stupid enough to do that consistently. So, there's probably some other people out there, you know, almost as out of their gourds as I am doing a similar sort of thing, but it's not common, let me put it that way. Well, we'll check. I would really like to get there's options. I think that could be I mean, we don't need the help that much, but it would be nice to be able to get it. I think this is our secret room, so that's probably our best financial bet. 1 bomb. I personally guarantee, and I'll finish that sentence when we get the bomb, so that you can fill in the blanks. Remember, remind me when I go back into that room if I get a bomb. You had a sentence you were supposed to finish. And we'll give you that sentence after this break. Dude, you know what I like? So if you're not familiar, we've been talking about it. Probably more than people would like us to talk about inside baseball stuff. But Twitch recently started a program, and I see that we have bombs now, called the Twitch Bounty Board, which is basically Twitch's version of sponsored content. Publishers go to Twitch, they say, hey, here's a canvas bag of American dollars with a $sign printed on the front of it. Give this to your partners in order to play our games. And it's really good. It really is great. Take it from somebody who's done sponsored deals in the past, outside of Twitch's purview. I guarantee, mini mush plus 5 cents. When you're right, you're right. You know, the games so far that have appeared on the bounty board have largely been better than the games that you typically get independent requests for. You know, there's stuff from major publishers that is actually good or even great in a lot of situations, at the very least, usually at least interesting. But it's been really funny because I've been watching other people do bounties, and I've been watching Buzzer, which is restreams of like 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s game shows, to see the evolution in how people handle sponsored content. Like in the well, let's go with the opposite. You know, on Twitch, people basically borderline apologize for doing bounties. They're like, yeah, sorry, I gotta switch off of my main game to play this thing, but they're paying me, and like, it would be really nice if you guys just stuck around, but I'm so sorry I have to do this. You know, they're like apologetic. If you go back to the 1960s, you watch like pardon me, that's my own saliva. If you watch What's My Line, they literally start the show with like a guy being like, are you tired of your yellow teeth? Consider switching to Supermax. That's a prison. We're taking this. This is reckless deal with the devil abandonment. Still, the only teeth, they'll literally like crap on the competitors. Other tooth whitening services use xanthan gum. Ours uses real hydrogen peroxide straight from the mines of Kyrgyzstan. That's how you know you're getting a fresh clean. You know, they'll sell out for anything. And it's not like now, like, stay tuned for a word from our sponsors. They literally integrate it into the show. They'll have like somebody from the company show up and be like, well, that's why you get the real tooth whitening sensation. It's because of that Kyrgyzstan asbestos, you know? It's amazing how sponsored content has changed. I'm gonna give you 1. Oh, I really thought we were genius level there. Nowadays, people are like ashamed. And I think it's because we're all so eager to call someone a sellout. So we've all done it a lot. And then now, you know, you check your Twitch bounty board and it's like, you're gonna pay me how much to play a game that looks pretty decent anyway? Ooh. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry about this. I'm sorry, but I gotta do it. In the 60s, they were like, you'll pay me to be on television? All I gotta do is hawk this toothpaste? Sign me up. Also, can you bring in my daily cigarettes, please? I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I'd like to perk up. That's why I smoke Mucinex. It's a anti-phlegm. I was gonna say cream. I couldn't think in my head. I was like anti-phlegm, medicine. Medicine's the word I couldn't think of. You know, that's a tough one. That's one of those words you only learn as an adult. Medicine. Okay. Your word is like bad medicine. Bad medicine is what I need. Oh. Sometimes, you know, after my stream, I just leave Kate's chat open. Because, you know, when you raid somebody on Twitch, it sends you, if you have your chat open, it sends you to their chat. It turns your chat into their chat. So I just leave it open out of inertia. Sometimes I like to sing and then see if people in her chat are like, I can hear NL in the background. Your love is like bad medicine. Can't sing really loud. My throat still kind of hurts, but bad medicine is what I need, though. Anyway, blue cap, dude. Love it. Gotta love it. I'm thinking, you know, we took the right item. Wait, did we might have taken the left item that time. It was correct, but it was also on the left side of the podium, I think. Still, there's options. Most of the time. And including this time, I think it's been worth it. We're actually ahead of schedule for boss rush. I owe that 100% to Shoop the Whoop. Without a doubt. If it weren't for that, well, Shoop the Whoop and our other raw stats. If it weren't for that, we'd be much, much, much slower. Where are you at, my friend? We're good. I'd like an item room. I personally guarantee this item room will give us a damage upgrade. Well, put your money where your mouth is. Not damage. Not damage. Not interesting. Golden teleporter I'd consider. Okay, well, here's the thing. I am a fool, but I will always take this item. And it is a terrible decision. I can't believe we didn't get hit. Because it's just like 1/4 of our range in exchange for a modest... Oh, in this case, it's not even like a good tiers upgrade. It's actually a bad tiers upgrade. Or at least, it's bad relative to other ones we could have gotten. Because we're at the cap. So this was... We took a desperation item when we weren't in a desperation situation. That's how she goes sometimes. I would say that we're probably relatively unlikely to be happy with this decision, yet here we are. Not happy with your decision. Your decision's not what you need. Oh, hey, I like that. 8 cents. Still got plenty of bombs. The thing is, it's not really that big of a deal because, you know, we got a lot of HP. DPS is pretty good. Once every 2 rooms, we get a Shoop the Whoop, which is going to wipe out at least, you know, 25% of the enemies on the screen. Oftentimes more. Like that. Look at that. Beautiful situation. We should be in control here, but I mean, I'll recognize, of course, and give credit where credit is due. Not the right item to be taking. I totally forgot that we have the virus. We should still... I mean, our HP is wonderful. Whenever we see the right room, we should endeavor to walk into enemies that give us a great chance of getting... I was so dumb. That give us a great chance of get... It was a black heart. I see. It killed the enemy because it was a black heart. Dude, luck up. I totally forgot. We've got Gimpy as well. We purchased Gimpy so early, and it has done essentially nothing of value for us yet. Yet? See, that's this is a little thing I do where I, like, say the word wrong. Just to have some fun with it, you know? Everybody's always saying words right. Holds up sport, you know? Yeah, they ever try saying some words wrong? That's just how we do it. This guy doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. That's a lot of money. No keys. We've been opening golden chests. I wouldn't say willy-nilly, but can I say just nilly? Please. Please. Please, my friends, I am sorry. We almost got hit a 4th time there. I hate the diagonal shooters. They get me. They boomed me. He's so good. He's so good. No. Okay. Devil deal. I beg you, sir. I've earned it. I'm hungry for it. You may consider me to be a crazy person here, but when I blew that bomb up, the guy just seemed to absorb it. It was like he laughed in my face. Holy Water picks up another boss kill, added to the stat track. This is a real test because I didn't know which one of those speed upgrades was actually better. The Shade is not good. Brimstone is real nice. So we're going to take Brimstone. It also completely nullifies the negative part of, you know, my own moronic insistence to take number 1. So I'm really glad Oh, there goes I'm drowsy. Useful as always. I mean, that's operator error, but still. Now we got a killer run. We have a very high-speed charge to brimstone and ability to fly. Like, it doesn't get much better than, you know, we take brimstone and we get the ability to fly for free. Like, that's... I mean, I'm trying to think of a metaphor. I'm coming up a little blank right now, but... that's all I can get. You know, by the way, I gotta tell you, I don't know if it's a scam, but I think it should be better. Is like, I have a frequent flyer program, okay? And I fly frequently. But my frequent flyer points are not worth very much. And I know I'm not expecting, I know you do, if you wanted to be a little bit less humorous than a genius like myself, you could make a bit that's like, I'm a millennial. I flew in coach twice. Can I have my free flight, please? It's not like that. Like, I fly less than I used to because I value being at home, doing my job, more than I value going to Miami, Florida to preview a game I may or may not ever play on the show. Secondarily, though, I fly like once every 2 or 3 months. I checked the other day. I have enough frequent flyer miles. It's not frequent flyer. It's like, you know, I don't want to besmirch the good name of the frequent flyer program, if that's what it's called. It's a Canadian proprietary frequent flyer program. I want to make this abundantly clear. Because I'm basically throwing this out here to be courted. If any of you work for one of the big frequent flyer corporations, get in touch with me, hook your boy up, because I'm looking to move, okay? I checked. I have enough frequent flyer points, essentially, to buy 1/3 of a $100 gift certificate to the pharmacy. That's a slap in the face. I don't know how much I've spent flying. I assure you it's orders of magnitude above. And I mean, this is not to be braggadocious. It just is what it is, right? Let me see. Do I want any of these? The tower? Absolutely not. The emperor? Well, yes, I still do want it. So we're going to take it into this room. What? We're going to drop it. We're going to come back in. We're going to grab this. We're going to use the ace of spades. Look at that. To have almost enough to get like $35 of a $100 gift certificate to go to the... What is this slap in the face? Did you really... This and... Now I'm getting on my friggin' high horse. I was on a frequent flyer bit. We were all having fun. Then you had to make it weird, Isaac, okay? Did the crawl spaces really need nerfing? Was anybody out there going, these crawl spaces are too good. I keep winning runs because the crawl spaces have so much value. Literally has never happened in Earth's history. And then you slap me in the face with a crawl space that has poop in the middle and nothing else. No, you know what? Just for that, I'm not going to the item room on this floor. I'm sorry. I have to drive a hard bargain because you're being kind of a jerk. It's the only language you'll understand is if I skip the item room. Just kidding. I can't really bring myself to do it. But you know what? Did I make you believe that I was going to do it? Because if so, at least you experienced a little bit of the stress that I'm under. Going to that crawl space. And then being, dare I use a Twitch emote on YouTube? Being debated. I was. Pains me a great deal to admit it. I consider myself untrollable, and yet here we are. Should really be using Shoop the Whoop instead of Brimstone. Because we can use it every room, and also, it does double the damage of our Brimstone charge. So there's really like, I mean, we're half as smart if that's the way it scales, I'm sure. If we use it like this. We're going to use the Emperor card on the Womb 1. Might open up a Hush chance. Who knows? Maybe we'll even fight Delirium. Gotcha. Ooh. Alright, I think I'm in a real good spot here. And by the way, I'm not Mr. Big Shot putting on a suit. Where's my frequent flyer points? It's not like that. I just like, you know, I went to the site to be like, maybe I can buy like a toaster or something. I just want to see, you know, I want to quantify how frequently I've flown. And then they basically looked at me like, oh, I have to load this web page for you. You fly so infrequently. You're like a Stone Age caveman. Why are you wasting my time and my bandwidth? Forcing me to look into the database and see your pitiful number of points. It's so low. Here you go. Here's a free peanut buster parfait the next time you go to Dairy Queen. See you in 25 flights. Maybe we'll give you an extra slice of bread when we give you your meal. Dude, am I losing my mind? Where's my deal with the devil chance? You're being a real jerk right now. Can't believe we missed out on... you know what? I've decided complaining is a bad look. Because the run's looking pretty good. I'll tell you what. Hermit me. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, won't get fooled again. We're out. I'm happy, by the way, to have a run like this. I'm smart enough to know that I should know that variance... You know, it does. Sometimes it clumps, but that doesn't mean that, you know, just because we had 2 weird runs close together and now we have a good run, that doesn't mean we're out of the period of weirdness. You know what I mean? In my primitive meat computer that we call a brain, I still somehow believe, like I'm taking a deep sigh of relief. Like we've made it through some kind of stressful period, knowing full well on an intellectual level that may indeed not be the case. This might be a brief moment of respite before everything comes crashing down. Yeah! I liked it. We don't need the strength card. You know why we don't need a strength card? Even though we have a 100% deal with the devil chance, we're not getting one here. I can tell you, it's not gonna happen. Game's gonna screw me out of getting mom's knife. I wanna get mom's knife. Alright, get pooped on. Feels good to be on a powerful run, though. Like, the last 2, they never, well, actually, the one of them was pretty close to death at one point. When we were fighting that Mega Maw, things got a little hot. The champion Mega Maw, I was getting legitimately a little bit scared that our 29 rate of fire was not going to get the job done there. Luckily, we managed to make it happen. This one was just safer all around. I mean, from the 2nd floor onwards, we were totally set. You know what? There's your Zane. Your Zane is I get double chest on the chest. Now I want to pop this magician card, but of course once we pop, we can't stop. Because if we stop, we'll lose it. Do they still use catchphrases like that for chips? Like, I'm pretty sure the Pringles is still once you pop, you can't stop. But in the 90s and the early 2000s, when they were fronted in Canada by the villainous Mark Messier, former captain of the Edmonton Oilers, Vancouver Canucks, and New York Rangers, their slogan was, "Bet you can't eat just one." Which seems to me like probably like a genius marketing slogan. One of the greatest and smartest marketing slogans of all time. Because before that, I had never considered that a problem. I had never been like, oh, can I have a chip? Yeah, but you can only have one. Is that okay? I'd be like, yeah, dude. Thank you. But then after that, it's, oh, bet you can't eat just one. And you're like, all right, here's 2. Don't spend them all in one. It was just a smart slogan. By the way, why is Mark Messier villainous if he played and captained my team? Well, it's a long story that, you know, I'm not going to regale you with. Suffice to say, he came in during free agency, ripped the captaincy off of a hometown favorite, demanded to be able to wear the number of a Canucks legend who died of cancer when he was only in his, like, mid-20s. Refused to live in Canada during his tenure with a Canada-based team because of the income taxes that we pay in this country. He lived in a little part of the United States known as Point Roberts, which is adjacent to mainland Canada on the west side. Basically, like, ran the team into the ground from the inside out and then took off after that. And it's even more annoying because he's, like, revered as a great natural leader by the rest of the NHL. I'm not going to regale you with the story. You can read that all for yourself if you're interested. He's a really cool guy. I like when Mark eat the potato chip and he goes, bet you can't eat just one. Seems like a cool dude. Anyway, the point is, whoo, Capricorn. Give me an I'm drowsy build. It'll bookend the run nicely. No. So here's the thing. I think Sprinkler could be a lot of fun. Like, that seemed... I love Shoop da Whoop, do not get me wrong. I deliberately asked for that item to show up, and when it did, I was very happy. But I feel like we gotta give Sprinkler a chance, and then we have to give it a chance with the Magician card as well. But you are seeing... There's a problem with this run. It's very, very minor. It probably will not make a marked difference or a Messier difference. But the fact that our damage is a little on the low side, it's really only proving to be a problem so far, you know, on a room like Double Cage, which is arguably the hardest room you could have down here. But we probably need to recognize, be a little shrewder with our use of the Sprinkler. Now this one I like. That one I do not like. Turns out it kind of sucks on a big room. Dude, it's our first Gimpy payout, I think. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Hey, go ahead, go ahead. That's what I was hoping for, a little Demon Heart action. Hey, could you shut up for a second? You're being a little noisy. Like, for real, I get it. I got an incredible rate of fire. Ooh, I'm so amazing. But, like, simultaneously, could you just friggin' relax for 2 seconds? Like, you're being a real Messier right now. Nah. I just wish... You know what? I was just thinking, I wish that it had unlimited range like we do. But then I just looked at our range stat because we took number 1. And it does have our range. Our range doesn't go up when we have Brimstone. It becomes circumvented. Our range is trash. No wonder the Sprinkler range is trash. Simultaneously, doesn't really matter what the range is. Let me do it again. It doesn't matter what your range is. It's The Rock. The famous wrestler, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I remember we used to call him Dwayne Johnson as a joke. People would be like, hey, do you know The Rock? And we'd be like, oh, you mean Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Yeah, I've heard of him. Why do you ask? But do you think he's more known as The Rock now, or do you think he's more known as Dwayne Johnson ever since his film career has taken him into the stratosphere? He might be more well known as Dwayne Johnson now than he ever was as The Rock. Here's the thing. If I saw him in real life, I would probably not say, holy crap, that's The Rock. I also probably would not say, holy crap, that's Dwayne Johnson. What I would say is, holy crap, that guy is jacked. And then when he turned around and raised his eyebrow, I'd be like, D-Money, what's up? Because that's the thing, is we go back a long way. We're old friends. He's half Canadian, I'm fully Canadian, he's jealous, and it's like a whole thing. But he hasn't let it slow him down in his career, which I think you got to be thankful and appreciative of. Alright, good win and an easy win. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.